Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning. A new business is opening its doors during a recession. Why on earth are they doing that? I'm going to ask the owner coming up after the break on Fox 59 Morning News.
Many businesses are closing up shop in the recession, but at least one local business is actually expanding. Jenna Maloney is live in Carmel to find out the secret behind Exercise Inc.'s success. Jenna.
Well, good morning. Exercise Inc. is going to start to accept clients later today. Their grand opening is Saturday. I'm joined now by the owner, Bo Raley. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, people want to know what your secret is. You have 2 other locations, and you feel the need to open a third, considering the recession. Why?
Well, for one, we have a very good product. We can get people in great shape in only 20 minutes once a week. And the product is very affordable. But the other thing is, when I started 5 years ago, I had a plan where I borrowed a good deal of money, and I told myself that when the 2 businesses were paid for, that I would open a third location. And in spite of the recession, we've done really well. So I decided to stick with that business plan. Beginning of the summer, I made plans to open this store not knowing that we were going to be in the recession. And obviously when the recession hit, I had a lot of concerns and a lot of fears. And if you listen to enough news, sure, it's easy to become afraid.
Right.
But decided to go ahead and open, and here we are, and we've had a great demand, and people are excited and ready to go. We have a lot of people scheduled this week for the first time to come in and work out.
Your 2 other locations, Brownsburg and Avon. Did you see a drop-off at all at any point when the stock market started to tank?
Actually, in September and August of last year, when things started to tank, we had the 2 biggest months that we've had since I've been in business for 5 years.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
That's what we want to know.
Maybe
We need that answer.
Maybe it's because of the type of business we have.
Yeah.
Exercise is one of the best things you can do to relieve stress.
Right.
And maybe that's why people decided to get in shape, start an exercise program to improve their health because of what was going on in the economy. But we've actually improved our...
All right, guys, there is the information for Exercise Inc. Again, we're going to be talking about them this morning because they've just opened their 3rd business in the area. A grand opening coming up this weekend. We'll check back in with Jenna Maloney coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we have the shot reestablished, but we're going to go back to it a bit later on, apparently.
New businesses are still popping up, but not very many. Jenna Maloney is live in Carmel to find out why owners, at least some of them, are taking the risk. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning. Well, I'm here at Exercise Inc. This is their new location in Carmel. They have 2 others, one in Brownsburg, one in Avon. So they're one of the businesses that are doing well. I think one secret behind their success is their philosophy. 1 workout a week for just 20 minutes. And I'm joined now by the owner, Bo Raley. All right, you got a lot of people shaking their heads.
Yeah.
You only have to work out that little, and you're doing well in the recession. Should we believe you?
Nobody believes me, and that's one of the reasons we do so well is the workout sounds too good to be true, but we really can get people in great shape, help them lose weight, feel better, look better, in only 1 20-minute workout a week.
So really, during this recession, you've had demand to open this 3rd location?
Yes, we've had lots of phone calls wanting us to come to Hamilton County because we have lots of people who drive from Hamilton County all the way to Brownsburg or Avon to work out with us. So again, this week, it's our 1st week, and we have a busy schedule.
Yeah, you're busy today. Real quickly, how much does it cost?
$40 a week is all it costs to do our program.
Amazing. So. All right, so Stephanie is one of the people doing the program. She was a client, then loved it so much she became the director of marketing. Why do you think this business is successful?
I think this business is successful because it really reaches out to people who might be afraid of some of the bigger gyms, and this is very personalized. It's one-on-one training. It's just you and a trainer, and so you get that connection.
Does it work?
It does work. I actually went from a size 8 to a size 4 in 2 months, and it's amazing. I feel stronger than I ever have.
So the secret is that you work out much more slowly.
You do. It's a slow workout, high intensity, and a short duration, 20 minutes a week. That's all I have to do.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, we're going to find out more about this throughout the morning. And if you want to come out to Exercise Inc., their big grand opening is this Saturday. See all the information on the screen. Also going to find it on our website, fox59.com. Back to you.
All right, Jenna, and that, just for the record, I've been working out with Bo. He's my trainer for the last 5 years, and people are in here are like, wait, what do you mean? Doesn't even look like they're doing anything. All I can say is that it's add on to that. It's very painful.
You going to try it, Jenna?
I am going to try it. Stay tuned, 8:30.
Okay. Well, we know it works for Angela. Look at the guns on her. I'm serious.
Let me flex.
Seriously. Look, thank you. And despite this economy, some companies are pushing ahead and expanding. Our Jenna Maloney is live in Carmel this morning at Exercise Incorporated, which is opening its newest location. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning. Yeah, we're learning what Exercise Inc. is all about. And Chris Reed is one of the new clients. He just joined recently. Money's tight these days, Chris. So why did you think that this was a place where you wanted to spend some of your money?
Well, after I looked at the cost of other gym memberships, the accountability, and a trainer, it all added up to almost twice the cost of Exercise Inc.
And how's it going so far?
Wonderful. I lost 4.5 pounds in my first week. I'm really excited about the program.
Wow, congratulations. All right, so Angela, you told us earlier that this is hard. So Bo Rayleigh is the owner, and I'm going to give him the mic as he's going to explain a little bit more about what working out once a week for 20 minutes is really all about. I'm going to see how hard it is. So why are we all in work clothes? I notice a lot of people are not in their gym clothes here.
Well, one of the things is we keep it 61 degrees at all times in here because that's the optimal temperature for exercise. So you can come in your work clothes, go through a workout, never crack a sweat, and go right back to work. You don't have to take a shower, which increases the convenience and the value of what we have to offer.
All right, so now, all right, you hold the mic here. I'm going to give it back to you, and tell me what I'm doing, and let's see how hard this really is, Angela.
Okay. Angela's laughing, I'm sure. Okay, this is the hip abduction machine. Which
Bo,
is gonna
you
work
better
the
make
muscles
sure
in
there's
your
enough
butt
weight
and
on
your
that.
hip. You're going to move very slowly, which means there's no momentum, so you're going to have to work all the way out and all the way in. So go ahead and start to move for us.
And Angela said make sure you put a lot of weight on. And I said make sure you don't put that much weight on.
We put enough on. If you,
Oh, she needs to be, hey,
okay,
Jenna.
slowly come back in.
Yes,
So-
Angela, what do you
You need to check out the leg press. Tell them Ange wants me to be on the leg press.
Angela wants me to be on the leg press.
Oh, no, we wouldn't do that to you the first day. Although we, yeah, you wouldn't be able to talk. It's
I need to talk and think
yeah,
at the same time.
exactly.
How
It'd be
many
tough.
reps do you do?
We don't do repetitions. We time everything here, usually about 2 to 3 minutes per exercise. So,
right.
and you're doing great. You're moving nice and slow, which is keeping your muscles loaded.
All right, Angela,
So-
I'm going to give you some credit. This is a lot harder than it looks. I think my butt's going to be feeling it a little bit. Well, if you want to come out to the grand opening, Exercise Inc., it is Saturday. All the information's on the screen. You're also going to find it on our website, fox59.com. And wow, Angela, they're making me a believer. Back to you.
All right, Jenna, yeah. That's why sometimes you do it in private, because there are things that maybe you do and say and act that maybe you wouldn't normally do outside of that room. We'll see you later. Good luck.
I like the idea they kept it at 61 degrees, which does keep you from sweating profusely.
Yeah, and there's another reason why scientifically they do that, so Bo can talk to you about it.